Have you ever paused in a quiet moment, wondering why a relationship left you feeling trapped, like your own decisions were slipping away? But here's the reassuring truth. You're wiser now. Data from psychological research shows that avoiding toxic dynamics isn't just smart, it's protective. Men who step away from harmful partnerships report improved mental health, greater life satisfaction, and even better physical outcomes over time. As explored in a review from the National Institutes of Health, toxic relationships can lead to chronic stress and health declines, but breaking free reverses that trend. It's not about blame, it's about empowerment. Your future, your career, your peace, your legacy deserves safeguarding. Today, we're walking through 7 specific types of women men must avoid to protect that future, each one grounded in observed patterns from studies, experts, and real men's experiences. We'll break them down step by step with relatable examples and evidence to back it up. Before we unpack these types, I want to know where your head is at. If you've ever been in a draining relationship that threatened your well-being, type yes in the comments below. If you're here to gain insights for a stronger path ahead, type sure. This isn't a test, it's a pulse check. Knowing where you're starting from helps me immensely. Let's start with the first type, the controlling woman. You know the one. She starts subtle, maybe she questions your choice of friends or insists on checking your phone just to be sure. Before long, it's dictating your schedule, your spending, even your opinions. Imagine planning a simple night out with old buddies. She vetoes it, saying it's not good for us, and suddenly you're isolated, your independence eroded. This isn't partnership, it's dominance. Why does this happen? Often it roots in her own insecurities or a need for power, but the impact on you is real. A study published in BMC Public Health examined intimate relationships across populations and found that controlling behavior from a partner significantly increases the risk of physical violence and emotional distress for the other person. Men in these dynamics report higher anxiety, depression, and even work performance drops as their autonomy gets chipped away. Think about it. How many men do you know who've lost years to this, only to rebuild stronger after leaving? It's not your fault if you've been there. Society often downplays control as caring, but evidence from relationship experts like those at the American Psychological Association shows it can lead to PTSD-like symptoms in male victims of intimate terrorism. The key is spotting the early signs: constant criticism of your choices, guilt tripping when you assert yourself, or making you feel guilty for time alone. Avoiding this type protects your mental space and future freedom. You deserve a partner who respects your boundaries, not one who redraws them. Remember, self-knowledge here is power. If you felt that subtle shift from love to leash, you're not alone, and stepping back is a sign of strength. How many relationships have you seen falter, not from passion's end, but from a profound lack of mutual respect? That brings us to the third type, the narcissistic woman. She's captivating at first, charming, confident, the center of attention. But soon it's all about her. Your achievements diminished, your needs secondary. Picture celebrating a promotion at work. She turns the conversation to her day, or worse, belittles your success to highlight her own. Conversations become monologues, empathy evaporates. This stems from narcissistic traits where self-focus overrides connection. New psychology research from PsychPost reveals that female narcissism often manifests in manipulation and passive aggression, leading to emotional abuse in relationships. A systematic review in Trauma, Violence, and Abuse linked narcissism to intimate partner violence, with partners suffering long-term psychological harm. For men, this can mean eroded self-esteem, isolation, and even physical health declines from chronic stress. Surveys in men's forums like Reddit's relationship threads echo this. Guys share stories of feeling invisible, their futures dimmed by constant invalidation. It's complex. Narcissists draw you in with charisma, but experts like those studying psychopathy and PMC note the toxic mix of deceit and lack of remorse devastates romantic bonds. Normalize it. Many strong men fall into this, mistaking intensity for intimacy, but avoiding her protects your emotional core. Look for red flags: lack of genuine interest in your life, grandiosity, or rage at criticism. Pair this with the right partner, one who celebrates you, and your future brightens. You're valuable. Don't let narcissism eclipse that. Reflect on this. Peace in a relationship is not optional, it's essential, which leads to the third type, the high conflict or drama queen. Every disagreement escalates. Small issues become battles. She thrives on intensity, turning calm days into chaos. Envision a quiet evening at home. A minor miscommunication spirals into hours of yelling, accusations, tears. You're exhausted, walking on eggshells. This pattern arises from emotional dysregulation, where high arousal states fuel aggression. Research in PLOS One shows that both partners' negative emotions during conflicts drive aggressive behaviors, impacting mental health long-term. Studies on marital negativity, like one in psychoneuroendocrinology, link chronic conflict to weakened immune systems and emotional wounds that fester. Men in these relationships often face higher depression rates, as noted in PMC analyses of negative interactions eroding purpose and well-being. Media reports from The Guardian to men's health sites discuss how constant drama drains resources, affecting career focus and future stability. It's not always intentional, but the toll is real. Many men normalize it as passion, but forums like Ask Men on Reddit reveal the regret: lost time, strained friendships, health scares from stress. Avoiding this type preserves your steadiness. Watch for patterns: frequent blow-ups over trivia, inability to de-escalate, or blaming you for every upset. In the right environment, with a balanced partner, your life flows smoother. You deserve tranquility, not turmoil. If this conversation is hitting home, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It tells the algorithm this conversation matters. Let's consider the weight of trust in your life. How many bonds have shattered under the strain of hidden truths? If you've felt that sting, you'll grasp why we must discuss Type 4, the manipulative liar. She weaves stories effortlessly. At first, it's small fibs about her day, her past. Then it escalates. She twists facts to guilt you into favors, or lies about commitments to keep you off balance. Envision confiding in her about a work stress, only to hear her retell it later, distorted, painting you as the villain to mutual friends. Your reality blurs, doubt creeps in. This behavior often stems from deeper issues like avoidance of accountability or a pattern of using deception for control. As outlined in a Medium article exploring toxic dynamics, the liar tops lists of women to steer clear of because chronic dishonesty erodes the foundation of any partnership, leading to paranoia and emotional exhaustion for men involved. Research from Psychology Today on deceptive behaviors in relationships highlights how lies, even small ones, correlate with higher breakup rates and long-term trust issues affecting men's ability to form future connections. Men's experiences shared on Reddit's Ask Men forum echo this. Guys recount years lost to gaslighting, where lies about finances or fidelity left them financially drained or heartbroken. It's complex. Not all liars intend harm, but the outcome harms your stability. Normalize it. Strong men can be deceived if they're empathetic givers, but avoiding her safeguards your sanity and assets. Red flags include inconsistencies in stories, defensiveness when questioned, or using tears to deflect. With the right partner, honesty fosters growth. Your future thrives on truth, not illusion. Peace comes from alignment, not extraction. That leads to Type 5, the gold digger. She's drawn to your success, not your soul. Gifts, trips, financial support become expectations, not appreciations. Picture a romantic dinner where the talk shifts to her needs, a new par, help with debts, while your efforts go unreciprocated. Soon, your wallet feels lighter, your spirit heavier. This dynamic arises from materialism or entitlement, where love is transactional. Surveys and discussions in men's health resources, like those in Your Tango articles on valued versus overlooked women, note how financial exploitation strains relationships, often leaving men resentful and broke. A study in the Journal of Family and Economic Issues found that unequal financial contributions, especially exploitative ones, predict higher divorce rates and men's post-relationship financial recovery challenges. Forums like Facebook groups dedicated to relationship advice share tales of men avoiding bankruptcy only after exiting such unions, with media from LinkedIn posts on types to avoid emphasizing the long-term career distractions. It's not always overt, subtle hints accumulate. Many men overlook it, mistaking provision for affection, but steering clear protects your hard-earned future. Watch for disinterest in non-monetary dates, constant hints about money, or reluctance to contribute. In a balanced environment, mutual support builds wealth together. You deserve a partner who values you, not your value. Now reflect on loyalty's role. How often do betrayals rewrite a man's path? This brings us to type 6, the chronic cheater. Infidelity isn't a one-off, it's her pattern. She flirts openly, hides communications, rationalizes affairs as not serious. Imagine building a home only to discover repeated betrayals that shatter your trust and health. You're left questioning everything. This stems from thrill-seeking or unresolved commitment fears. As detailed in a podcast on attracting lasting love, discussing toxic femininity, cheaters are among top types to avoid as they perpetuate cycles of pain. Research published in Archives of Sexual Behavior shows serial infidelity links to personality traits like low conscientiousness, with male partners experiencing heightened depression and STD risks. Men's stories on Quora and Reddit reveal the fallout: divorces, custody battles, eroded self-worth impacting professional lives. It's nuanced. Some cheaters regret, but patterns persist. Normalize the experience. Loyalty-minded men attract this if boundaries aren't firm. Avoiding her preserves your emotional and physical well-being. Signs include secretive phone use, unexplained absences, or history of past cheats dismissed lightly. With a faithful partner, your future secures stability. Betrayal isn't inevitable, choice is. Finally, consider endurance. What good is a union that drains your vitality? Type 7, the party animal or addict. Life is a constant chase for highs, nights out, substances, thrills. Responsibilities fade, chaos reigns. Envision weekends lost to her binges, your plans derailed by hangovers or drama. You're the stabilizer, exhausted. This originates from escapism or addiction issues. Articles like 7 Toxic Women You Should Avoid on Medium list the party animal for her instability, noting how such relationships lead to men's burnout and neglected goals. A study in substance abuse treatment prevention and policy links partner substance use to increased stress and relational dissolution, with men reporting career setbacks from enabling behaviors. Experiences in YouTube analyses of toxic types and Facebook posts warn of aging prematurely from the toll. It's complicated, fun at first, destructive later. Many men stay, hoping for change, but evasion protects your health and ambitions. Flags include prioritizing partying over plans, defensiveness about habits, or involving you in risky behaviors. In the right match, balance energizes. Your legacy demands clarity, not clouds. This next sign is a profound one, and if you're still with me, I'd love your take.
comment "still here" below. It genuinely helps me gauge what content is most valuable for you, so I can create more of it. So these aren't just random observations. They are patterns noted by researchers, experts, and men themselves across studies and shared stories. Avoiding these types isn't about judgment. It's about prioritizing your peace, prosperity, and potential. Your future is yours to shape with intention. I'm curious, which of these 7 types have you encountered, or which warning hit closest to home? Or is there another type you've learned to sidestep? Share your story in the comments. If this conversation added value to your day, please let me know by liking the video. It makes a real difference. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to join this growing community of men seeking clarity and confidence. Hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. Thank you for your time and attention, and I'll see you in the next video.